This new rocket launcher is actually good. This is SEMIOTICIAN, or however you say it. This is a strand rocket launcher introduced this season, and it gets some really good rolls that make it one of the best rockets in the game. First off, it gets explosive light, one of the best damage buffs for rocket launchers. All you have to do is pick up orbs of power, and this will get a 25% damage buff on the next shot. And this can stack up to 6 times. Because surge mods also trigger off orbs of power, it's very easy to build into this and have 2 damage buffs going simultaneously. Especially in boss encounters where you have other people popping supers and giving you tons of free orbs. If for whatever reason you don't generate enough orbs, you could also go with Frenzy, which is a very easy to activate damage buff. All you have to do is either deal damage or receive damage for about 12 seconds. Basically, a passive 15% buff while you're in combat. Not quite as much as Explosive Light, but it's a free damage buff, don't complain. This can also get bipod, allowing you to hold 2 rockets instead of 1, and increases your reserve ammo to 12. But in doing so, it will decrease the damage of each rocket and make it reload slower. This isn't the best perk, but it did just get a buff, so it's actually decent now. I'm not a DPS tester, but I know that all 3 of these perks are pretty good. I do prefer Explosive Light though, because it's so easy to use and each shot hits hard. All the other perks in this column kinda suck, but in the other column, we have Field Prep. This is a perk many people ignore, but on rockets this is huge. Field Prep will increase your total ammo reserves up to 8 rockets with no mods, or 10 rockets with reserve mods. And it greatly increases your reload speed while you're crouching. So against big bosses with long damage phases, this perk will help a lot, giving you more ammo and therefore more total damage. Between this and Explosive Light, you can put up some really high damage numbers. This is the exact same roll I have on my Hothead, and this has been my go-to heavy weapon for the past few seasons. And even though this archetype is slightly worse than Hothead, I actually think it's even better for multiple reasons. First, it's way easier to get. You just have to play the new seasonal content. The second reason is because it's craftable. Not only can you get the guaranteed god roll, but you can also upgrade it with enhanced perks. This means enhanced field prep and enhanced explosive light. Now, how do the enhanced perks change this? Well, enhanced field prep will further increase the ammo reserves up to 9 rockets. So you get a free rocket just because you have it enhanced. Then for explosive light, it will now stack up to 7 times instead of 6. So between these 2 perks, you're dealing a lot more damage across your entire reserves. Now, as you may have noticed, it's only day 2 of the new season, and I already have my rocket crafted. Twice. Well, there's actually a trick I use to get this early. To get the crafted version, you're going to need 5 deep sight drops, aka the ones with red borders. Any random drop can't have this, but there are also guaranteed ways to get them. 2 of mine came from random drops while I was decrypting engrams, but the other 3 were guaranteed. The third one I simply bought from the new seasonal vendor. The first seasonal weapon you focus each week will be a guaranteed deep sight, and none of the other weapons seemed amazing, so I just grabbed one of these. For the other 2 red borders, I used deep sight harmonizers. I never used these when I got them last season, and I intentionally left them alone so I could use them this season. If you go to this website, which I'll link in the description, you can pull out items from your previous season pass. So I used my deep sight harmonizer on a rocket, pulled out another one from my old season pass, and used it again, giving me my 5th and final deep sight rocket launcher. So then I crafted it, dumped a bunch of enhancement cores into it to level it up, and gave it enhanced perks. And now it's probably the best rocket launcher I have. Crota doesn't stand a chance. Now, as I mentioned, you no longer have to level up your crafted weapons by getting kills. You can actually just buy levels with enhancement cores. So you'll want to check out this video to see all the best ways to get enhancement cores completely solo. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Marshix, and I'll see you next time.